It is now 6:16, as Laura was pointing out earlier, another steamy day in the big city.
This is good tomato growing weather. The tomatoes, the corn, everything likes the humidity, so that's good. The rain and the thunderstorms love the humidity. It actually becomes a very efficient rain producer. And I just thought I'd show off a picture of my own garden here.
That's impressive.
Beautiful work, Betsy.
My garden is like concrete, unfortunately. So there it is. Somebody has a beautiful garden out there, most certainly, and it got a nice drink of water in some parts of Northeast Ohio. We had still had some areas that were dry. Partly cloudy skies take over for the rest of the night. We will have some fog developing thanks to all the humidity that is hanging around. But the radar has really calmed down in the last couple of hours. You can see those heavy thunderstorms that we had firing up along a collision of different boundaries, outflow boundaries, the cool air coming out of thunderstorms colliding with the lake breeze that also formed, and that's why we had that line here across the lakeshore areas. Meanwhile, farther east, it's just triggered by the outflow boundaries from the previous storms. So we kind of have this one after the other effect that's going on, and we may still have a pop or two as we get into the evening, but I really think things are dying down beautifully as we go through the night. Although, as I say that, look right there, eastern Lake County, we're starting to see some of those little pops popping. So we take a look first into Geauga County because this is the area where we initially had a flash flood warning at 5 o'clock. This area picked up anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rainfall, very short amount of time that triggered some localized flooding, but we have not seen any major problems on that. And you can see just how localized these pockets of heavier downpours were. Now we, of course, have these two little blips going on, especially the one now that is east of Parkman and Garrettsville. That's still producing some lightning right now, but that has been showing some signs of some weakening. It really fired up in that heat and humidity, and it's beginning to rain itself out. And just because I can, we'll take a look here right there, just east of Leroy on 90 and headed eastbound. So it's a heads up. I think this will stay north of Thompson, but could clip into areas of Madison and then over into Geneva area. So there are just a few little blips to go. All right, all of us have been feeling this humidity. It's gross out there, friends. The dew points are in the upper 60s and low 70s, and that's where the dew points will be staying through the weekend into the early part of next week. Finally, by the middle of next week, we will see a significant change coming in. The front that's going to do it is way up here in the northern plains states. The problem is all of the wind that is ahead of that is just pulling in copious amounts of tropical moisture from the Caribbean, from the Gulf, from the Atlantic, and it's just dumping it once we get those thunderstorms to fire. The drier air is there. It's going to take its sweet time in getting here probably by the time we hit Wednesday. So your National Design hour-by-hour forecast, what's left of these little popcorn showers and thunderstorms will be fading away into the overnight. We may be on the receiving end of some rogue showers later, but I think fog will be the bigger issue for tomorrow morning, as we'll probably have some widespread light to moderate fog across the area. We're going to do this whole thing over again. We're going to start with a little bit of sunshine. That gets things warming up. When you warm, the air begins to rise, and we get these little pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Once we get one, that can often trigger others, so we're going to have to watch that. But we're not expecting anything in the way of massive rain widespread across the area. I'd have to say about a 30% chance for your day tomorrow, but look at the temperatures in the upper 80s. We're headed for 90 on Sunday with an isolated rain chance, but the much better chances for rain and rumbles come in on Monday. You can see when the front arrives Tuesday, and then we have beautiful weather in the middle part of next week in your Union Home Mortgage forecast. So there is some more comfortable air on the horizon. We just kind of have to wait to get there.
Calling on the front, definitely.
Come on in.
That's right. Thanks, Betsy.